Hey guys, it's Amy here from RBT South Melbourne. I'm just going to talk to you today quickly on the effects of alcohol and processed foods and the toxins in your body, and also on training. Firstly, I'm just going to go through a little bit about alcohol and what it actually is. So alcohol is around 7 calories per gram, so it's almost double your protein and protein and carbs, and then it's 2 more grams than your fat. So it's quite high in calorie content. With the alcohol also, obviously if you're drinking things like beer, it's going to have other calories too coming from the other ingredients in it. So it actually is quite high in calories. With alcohol, when you're drinking alcohol, it stops all other metabolic processes in your body. That's including like fat and carb burning, also all your protein synthesis. So all the other nutrients that are in your body are put on hold, and alcohol is just burned first. That's going to affect your training 100%, because obviously when you're recovering, you're not going to be losing as much lean mass as you'd like to. It's also going to, like your training, like everyone knows, if you have a big night and then you go out and train, you're not up to your normal standards, and that's because of all the toxins that are in your body. You can't perform properly because your body's still trying to get rid of them. Toxins that the alcohol does cause, many things that, alcohol is detoxified by the liver. So with you want to look after your liver when you're detoxifying your body. So there's a few things that I'll recommend that you can use to detoxify your liver, and they are included in milk thistle, which is a natural herb. You can get from any health food store. That's going to help protect your liver and also clean it out. Also, you can take green tea, which is really, really great. It's really high in antioxidants, and antioxidants, again, are great for helping with the liver and also any other body processing, getting any sort of toxins out of your body. And then finally, turmeric contains a superfood spice called curcumin, and that's been proven to also help with the liver. So it's good to put that on your food before or after when you are drinking. Some other things also, like the infrared sauna. I know definitely we have one here down in South Melbourne, and also Hawthorn has one. So infrared sauna burns every sweat you take. It's at 25% of it is toxins, compared to your average sauna, which about 2% of when you're sweating is toxins. So definitely you wanting to do some more infrared sauna sessions. It's recommended to go about 3 times a week. So if you know that you are going to be drinking, definitely recommend to include that in your training program. The other thing is water. Water is so important. It's going to flush all those toxins out of your body that you do get from drinking alcohol or eating processed foods. I'd recommend at least 4 litres of water a day, especially if you're training. You want to make sure that you have a pinch of Himalaya salt or Celtic sea salt in your water, or otherwise on your foods, and that helps to regulate your potassium and sodium levels throughout your whole body. Also, lots of green veggies. Green veggies are amazing. They're full of vitamins and minerals. They help all of the processes in our body, especially getting toxins and things like that out. So definitely smash your green vegetables such as broccoli, spinach, kale, cucumber, etc. You know, all of them, Brussels sprouts. Also, I would definitely recommend taking some fibres. They can be either insoluble or soluble. Your soluble fibres are from like psyllium husk, beans, legumes. You can also get these in supplements at your any natural food type place. Or your insoluble come from all your vegetables and whole grains as well. So just making sure, as I mentioned earlier, you have them in your diet. Also greens. Vital greens make a really good greens. Again, that's packed full of nutrients. As coming into the silly season, we tend to not eat as much vegetables as we'd like to, and we tend to eat the toxiny food. So that's definitely going to help with getting the toxins out of your body as well. The last one would be definitely probiotic foods. So these come under like fermented sauerkraut. You can get coconut kefir, kimchi, Any type of foods that are fermented are really great for that, and they're definitely found at any of your health food stores. If you're from South Melbourne, it's just around the corner. Passion Fruits does stock all of this stuff. If you are drinking, there's probably some smarter choices you can make in regards to not having as many toxins in your body, and that's red wine. It's full of antioxidants, which again is also great for detoxifying the liver, but you don't want to over counteract it, because if you do have too much, you're losing that effect. Your antioxidants are great for inflammation, chronic fatigue, aging, all of those, but I would definitely recommend only 1 to 2, even 1 glass a week, or even a few times a week, a day, 1 glass a day. And then if you are going to drink, obviously you want to look at low-calorie type drinks like vodka and soda water, where you're not getting any extra calories. It's just sort of coming from the alcohol itself. Last but not least, processed foods. So when we're going into processed foods, especially coming into the silly season, I want you to think about your calorie content. So it's great to have a food diary if you don't already, or MyFitnessPal is a great app if you're not already using it. And making sure you're tracking all your food, so you're actually figuring out your total calorie content. And then be wary of your choices. Like, don't go drinking sugary drinks and then also go eating that chocolate. Make one choice or the other, because then your calorie content won't be as high as if you were having the both. Some other things you can think about doing is, like I mentioned before, the infrared sauna. Up to 30 minutes in that can burn 300 calories. So if you have overeaten, say 300 calories, not that I recommend it, you could do an extra sauna session, and that's going to help burn that off. And not only that, and it's also going to get the toxins out of your body, so it's going to benefit you health-wise as well. Again, try and eat lots of vegetables. Like, when we're on holidays, we always tend to overeat. So going back to when you are hungry, when you're not supposed to be hungry, in between meals, for an example, smash out green vegetables, celery, cucumber, zucchini, broccoli, all the ones I mentioned earlier as well. The more of those you have, it's going to give you a more fullness feeling, and it's full of fiber. So again, it's got all the health benefits as what I mentioned earlier, but it's going to necessarily stop you from eating the whole block of chocolate, or maybe 1 chocolate. Going back to body composition, obviously sugar is a massive no-no for optimal body composition. Our body tends to store it as fat, so you want to keep that out of your diet as much as possible, and if you are having it, definitely in limited amounts. We just got to be careful, because when we do eat sugar, it tends to set off a signal in our brain that makes us want to eat more. So you really have to have that willpower, if you are going to eat it, only to eat very little of it. Again, going back to just drinking heaps and heaps of water as well, especially when it's coming into these hot days. You're going to probably feel hungry when you're actually not. So even upping it to 5 litres, all you're going to do is weed out if you have too much. Just, again, make sure you're having that Celtic sea salt and that Himalayan salt, and that's definitely going to help keep the sodium potassium levels going. But just really make smart choices. There's heaps of websites out there to have healthier options available, like heaps of paleo websites where you can work out what your treats are, and then you can choose a healthier choice going forward. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Really, you just really want to make really smart choices, and again, everything in moderation, because you don't want to upset that hormonal level in your body, because it's going to stop you from achieving your results. It's going to make you have poor gut health, and if you have poor gut health, you're not going to achieve results, and you're more likely to get sick, like have immune illnesses, colds and things like that. So it's definitely really important, if you are going to drink, you take the steps of taking probiotic foods, drinking lots of water, having green vegetables, making sure you have some fiber in your diet, train hard as well, because when you're training hard, you're losing the sweat through your body, so that's going to get rid of the toxins as well. And also an infrared sauna, they are amazing. Otherwise, you're going to start to store fat in unwanted areas. For females, it's definitely around the thighs, and for males, it's more around the stomach, just because of that hormonal imbalance. But yeah, that's it, guys. Just make smart choices. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.